like what you've just said. I've started recording, which is why I'm going to repeat it. Like it's like we're in medias res. We're at the end of the book. There's like at the time we stopped, there was what like, or when we started, there was like a fucking third of it left. That's not the end. The end is like the last two books.
I know, but it feels like with Odysseus meeting Telemachus and then them
Yeah.
being like, yeah, we're going to the palace tomorrow. I'm like, okay, yeah, like 2 more chapters, right?
Well, the dog
No,
was there. The
8.
dog was finally there. You weren't excited?
See, that's the thing. This is dragging on so long.
You
I
don't
didn't
even
even notice the
you
dog.
don't even care about the dog who saw his master after 20 years and then died instantly. That was what's fucking funny to me, by the way.
You know what? I'm glad I didn't actually notice the
You
dog
didn't
in the
notice the
book
dog? What are
because
you
then it
talking
died
about?
instantly. Because I think I would have been upset. I
That's really
wouldn't have picked
awesome.
up the book again.
That's funny. This is the thing, right? Like, this is one of the scenes I know about from the Odyssey, like as a cultural fragment. Is like the people who recognize
Yeah.
Odysseus after all this time are the old slave who didn't, and this dog. And I thought the dog, like, was like, oh my god, that's my guy, woof woof. He's literally sitting in shit because the suitors hate him. They don't care for him.
No.
And he
Oh,
goes,
see,
oh
okay,
my
I'm
god.
really glad I didn't
And
notice this.
how did you literally didn't see the dog? This is the funniest thing I've ever heard. Okay, I'm finding it now. I'm finding the passage. We're all gonna enjoy the dog.
We're all mentally being tortured now.
Yes.
I understand.
Also, when he fucking threw the Odysseus gets a fucking stool thrown at him, and he like hits
Oh
his
my god,
shoulder, and he
that
goes,
was
whatever. It's like, okay.
that was a little. I was just like, bro, you're just throwing stuff in other people's homes.
Okay,
It's
here we go.
crazy.
This is line 290. I'm gonna read it in full. As they spoke, Argos, the dog that lay there, raised his head and
Oh,
ears. Odysseus had trained this dog, but with no benefit. He left too soon to march on holy Troy. The master gone, boys took the puppy out to hunt wild goats and deers and hares, but now he lay neglected, without an owner, in a pile of dung from mules and cows, and slaves stored heaps of it outside the door until they fertilized the large estate. So Argos lay there dirty, covered with fleas, and when he realized Odysseus was near, he wagged his tail, and both of his ears dropped back. He was too weak to move towards his master. At a distance, Odysseus had noticed, and he wiped his tears away and hid them easily, and said, Eumaeus, it is strange that this dog is lying in the dung. He looks quite handsome, though it is hard to tell if he can run or if he's a pet, a table dog, kept just for looks. Eumaeus replied, you replied, this dog belonged to someone who had died in foreign lands. If he were in good health as when Odysseus abandoned him and went to Troy, you would soon see how quick and brave he used to be. He went to hunt in woodland, and he always caught his prey. His nose was marvelous, but now he's in bad condition with his master gone, long dead. The women fail to care for him. Slaves do not want to do their proper work when masters are not watching them. Zeus halves our value on the day that makes us slaves. Crazy line, by the way, in its own right.
yeah.
With that, the swineherd went inside. 20 years later had passed since Argos saw Odysseus, and now he saw him for the final time. Then suddenly Black Death took hold of him. And then it's never meant, and then he is not mentioned again, and probably will not be for the rest of the story.
I will think about this passage because why is everyone treating this dog so damn bad?
Well, it's not your dog. That's not my dog.
It doesn't matter.
That's not my dog.
The dog belongs to the household. Besides the point, the fact that the dog held on 20 years.
I mean, that's everything, isn't it? Right? Like the dog belongs to the household. Who cares about the household?
Also, Penelope up there lovingly doing her death shroud, not getting remarried, but she can't even take care of her husband's dog.
It's like, is that the only dog that was there? Like because it's a hunting dog, right? Did he have other hunting dogs? And it's been 20 fucking years, so they're dead.
Yeah, there's just no reason for any of this. I'm upset.
This is the moment that like I was aware of, and I'm like, oh my god, they're gonna like reunite this man and dog, and like literally he just like looks at him, and goes, oh my god, and Odyssey goes, oh my god, and he dies. End of sequence. Like, yeah. Oh, okay. That's crazy.
Yeah, because like dogs don't really live for 20 years. This must have been a dog that was like blind, half deaf, probably incontinent. Like,
he was shitting the shit. What can we say?
Yeah, it's just sad.
What's the oldest dog that I've like known? I think Brinny. So
I've never seen a real old dog.
The oldest dog in my life, I don't really remember. I believe she got to like 15 or so, maybe 16.
Mm-hmm.
She was a pit bull, and was around before I was born, and
Mm,
then like was alive for the first like 2 or 3 years of my life. I don't remember exactly when she died, and I like have
yeah.
vague memories of this dog. I believe she was like 15 or 16 when she beefed it.
Yeah. Yeah,
So it's a
I've never been around too old of dogs. I knew of people who had them, so I saw them at
yeah.
a distance. I'm like, that dog is old.
That dog's. I mean, this is an
Um,
old ass dog. It's a 20-year-old dog,
yeah.
maybe 21.
I'm trying to think. At the beginning of this chapter,
Yeah.
um, lines, just a few lines before line 50,
Okay.
when Telemachus is talking to his mother and such like that.
Yeah.
I thought this section was interesting. Um, because he's saying, "Mother, do not try to make me upset or stir my feelings. I survived the danger." And it's like, bruh, hold on. You went on one adventure.
I
One
will
adventure to
say
your dad's best friends, basically.
I want to apologize to Telemachus. Actually, can we apologize to Telemachus? Can we say
Sure.
we've mistreated him? Because last time you may remember we said, "What the fuck? He has no feats." But he has
Yes, this
one
is true.
feat. He did capture a river god with help with his best
Okay,
friend.
that is true. We've
But like
overlooked
we
the
over
river
like
god.
that
I
is
kind of thought that
that's a
dude
feat.
walked into the trap, but you're right.
Well, they set the trap and they were told how to set the trap, but like that's still like I'm not saying it's the best feat I've ever heard of in my life. I'm not saying that's no Heracles, you know.
Yeah.
But
But
it is
and he did also narrowly avoid all the suitors that were trying to kill
yeah.
him. But I
That's
did think it was funny to build to him being like, "Mom, you've been bed rotting all day. You should go take like a shower or something."
yeah, for real. I like later where like the when fucking smelly Odysseus comes in and he's like, "Hey, give him some shit." And they're and like I don't know what the line was, and I don't feel like finding it right now. But it basically goes, and they were all impressed on how Chadley he was when he said it. It's like okay.
Yeah.
The other thing,
I don't like Antonius.
which one's
I think I wrote Boo next to his name one
Boo?
time.
Is he like the lead suitor who sucks?
Yeah, the lead suitor.
Well,
I
I guess
think
he's supposed
Rob
to suck though.
Pattinson is going to be playing Antonius,
Okay.
and Christopher Nolan's the Odyssey.
Which is coming out like this month. There's no way. Like we're going to see this. I mean, I'm going to see this movie. You can do whatever you want with your
I
life.
think we got to
I
kind
mean,
of.
like
At this point, I'm a
I'm
little.
going to.
I almost bought an illustrated version of the Odyssey because I was like, well, I am reading it right now. And I was like, no,
That's
no, I
crazy.
don't need it.
That's a step maybe too far in my opinion. The other thing I thought about was there's a part where like I don't remember what all the fucking names blur together in this shit.
They do.
The suitor who's like, man, maybe we have been being dicks, and then the narrator
Mm-hmm.
goes, and he started to regret it, but it was too late. He was destined to die with all the rest. like, okay.
It's so good, the narrator being like, I mean, you can't have second thoughts now. You're like a decade into being an asshole.
It's
Ugh.
true, but it is funny. It's like
It
it's
is funny.
interesting. It's Christian. Have we thought about
Yeah.
this? It's Christian. They're like in that even though there's like repentance, you're going to hell.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Oh,
you're going to
oh.
hell. And
This
by
is
the
the
way, I
other.
don't mean it's Christian because I believe that I believe Catholicism isn't like that, at least in principle. It's very
Uh-huh.
Protestant.
Okay. Yeah.
Thoughts?
Mm. I don't have too many thoughts on the religions.
Okay.
At least in this particular aspect. What you said sounds good.
Well,
Like,
as long as I have your approval. I just hate Protestants, and it reminded me of how much I hated them.
I I don't think I have an opinion, or at least I don't believe I have an opinion on Protestants.
I'm not saying I like the
And that
Catholics, by
could
the
be
way.
wrong.
I'm not saying I like the Catholics, but I hate the Protestants.
I'm gonna be so real with you. As someone who's a non-practicing Catholic, I told Sam, I'm like, the Pope just put out a 42,000 like hate thing against AI.
Yeah.
I'm for that.
He's lefty posting for real.
Yeah, I was just like, I'm sorry. If the popes had been like this the entire history of Catholicism, yeah, you best believe I would have been like 10 toes down for Catholicism.
Yeah. Well,
I
unfortunately,
do love how cunty it
we
is.
had like
Like
Benedict
the
like 3 seasons
outfits.
ago.
Yeah.
Not an excellent guy.
And I guess weirdly tangent on
Yeah.
Catholicism and
Go on. No,
Protestants
this is important.
is like
It's culture.
I feel like a lot of the popes that have been in effect while I've been alive have been trying to like reclaim that younger audience.
Absolutely.
And so but it's also too that they recognize that younger generations of potential Catholics care for different things, and
Mm-hmm.
that means the church must change. So that's all. I'm reflecting on
Yeah.
I'm going to be 30 this year, and I'm like, damn.
Oh,
Yeah.
is this exciting? Are you excited? When is your birthday?
November 1st.
Okay, so
So
what?
I still got a few months,
Okay.
but it's coming up. My body, Dre, it just hurts sometimes.
Yeah,
Like I'll wake up and I'll be like, "Damn, that hurts," and I have no idea why.
that's tough.
No idea why.
That's tough.
I have an inkling of an idea of like maybe I did this and that's why it hurts. I went up our stairs because we live. I mean, you visited us. We live on the third
Yeah,
floor,
yeah.
and I got to step two from the bottom floor.
Oh no.
Step two, and my thigh muscle like tightened in a way that I was just like, did I snap some? Like, what
Oh
just happened?
no.
And then my muscle proceeded. My entire like the entire quad was in like tense pain for like 3 days after that moment. I was just
Th-
like, what did I do?
this weekend I was dead hanging some legs as upstage blackout
Yeah.
like at the theater.
Oh yeah.
And this is just in the smaller theater, so like it's not. It was only like what is that, like 30 feet across, as opposed to like the
Oof.
big theater, which is much bigger.
Yeah.
But like that's all. Like that's truly like you are like lifting most of that 120 pounds or whatever per leg. I don't know exactly how heavy they are. Those are, but it's like
Hmm.
about something like that. Maybe less, probably less even. Up over your head and then tying it. Fuck me, my arms are like. And then the day after, which was yesterday, I fucking
Yeah.
my friends came up because they had a bunch of shit from their parents were getting rid of. This is now my shit because I need
Yeah.
furniture and whatever. And it's truly
Love
like,
that.
oh god, it's all over.
It's all over for me.
It's all over for these arms.
Yeah.
I want to say, okay, here's. I think I have
Yes.
one other thing about the Odyssey, and okay, they fucking called that other guy, the other homeless guy, a hobo. Emily Wilson used the word hobo.
I did notice that.
You noticed
Yeah.
this, right? I
Yes.
What do we think about this? Because it's such a modern. It's so 2000 and 7 when hobos are funny. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
When the term
Mhm.
hobo, because hobo is a funny word, and like we can agree on that, I'm sure.
Mhm.
And it's just like, is he a hobo? Is that like, am I putting are you putting modern sauce on this that I'm not supposed to be reading? Am I putting the modern sauce on it? I don't know.
Yeah. I think. Hmm.
And then they had a hobo fight, which was fucking crazy.
Yeah, it felt more like court jestery,
Yeah.
if that makes sense. Like everyone was entertaining the fact of them. But I'm also wondering too, and I'm putting this connection with the line 480.
Okay.
The others reproached Antonius insistently. You ought not to have hit a poor old beggar. If he turns out to be a god from heavens, it will end badly. Gods disguise themselves as foreigners and strangers to a town to see who violates their holy laws and who is good. And so I'm putting that with there that I do that notion of like hobo, and I kind of read it more as like jestery, like they were
Well,
humoring them.
it's the thing of like I'm thinking because the other guy like Odysseus just rolled in, right? So they don't know. But
Yes,
the other
yes.
guy, everyone knows old homeless Steve, homeless Earl. I don't know what his fucking
Yeah,
name
he's
is.
been there a while. He regularly comes by for food and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Because, like, that's what they're supposed to do at these larger, opulent houses. They go in, they get food, they chill out, they leave kind of energy.
I will hurt him, punch him, two fisted, and rip out his teeth as farmers pull out tusks from pigs that damage crops. I'm always saying this, by the way.
Mm, yeah. And it could be also, too, because the suitors are just such a representation of, like, everything that can be bad about, like, the masculine element of
Mm-hmm.
a community.
Yeah.
Um, So I'm wondering then, like, is the word hobo like translated, particularly used here for that? Because she uses homeless in other places as well.
Yeah, I'm
So
seeing
it's like I'm trying to find exactly where it is. Was it in quotations? Like, did someone say it, or was
I'm
it
looking. I found
description?
the word vagabond. Um. So okay. So getaway old man. Beggars, beggar.
Yeah, they use beggar a good deal.
They all consent. Odysseus took off his rags and tied them around his waist, revealing his massive thighs and mighty shoulders, enormous chest, and 30 arms. Okay.
That don't make no
He's
sense.
just like
Okay.
fucking swolled out old man. Like
Yeah.
average final boss in every fucking shonen anime, by
Mm-hmm. The Uncle Iroh effect of
the
just like, oh
way.
yeah, took off the flour sack.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my guess is I can't find it right now, and I don't know if you will. But maybe the
Yeah.
word hobo was in quotations, so like someone said it, and so therefore like I could see that translation choice to further add to like the annoyance or like the like lunacy of the suitors like as a group that this is a word that they use because she
Yeah.
uses beggar and homeless and other places to describe.
Hold on. I realize I have a PDF. Can
You
I?
can search, this
No, I
is true.
can't search. This shit don't work. My search function is
Damn.
not working. It won't like even come up with the word beggar. So like it is.
Damn. It might be like a locked PDF.
I wonder if
Apologies.
it's okay. I wonder if it was like not if it was earlier.
I'm gonna look ahead to 18 and see if there's
Yeah.
anything I want to say there.
This guy's yawning. This guy's done with the Odyssey. This guy never wants to talk about the Odyssey again.
Me?
Yeah.
I just want to get to the end, you know? I feel like okay, because we're on book 19 and there's 24 and I'm like, that's
Yeah.
just 5 chapters. I could power through that, you know? Like that's what I'm telling myself. I've never read a book.
Isn't that 6? 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24?
I guess. I'm not sure.
Okay,
Well,
yeah,
19 to
that's
24 is 5, but then I guess 19 is included, so that would be
yeah,
6.
yeah.
Okay, yeah. I asked this question in math once and my teacher just sighed. And I'm like, this seems like a valid question to me.
It's
Like,
hard
when
to
is
like
19
explain.
included or not
Yeah.
included?
But you know, it is what it is.
It is what it
I
is.
need
I
to
don't
find
think.
Hobo. I need to find it more than anything. By the
Yeah. I do not think there's like one line in chapter 18 and that's pretty much all I got for these 2
way,
chapters.
he's fucking God. They be yapping in this shit.
They do be yapping.
Okay, this
They
has
do
to
be do be
be
do.
after. Okay, so they have to like leave. Telemachus, I don't care. Telemachus, go take a fucking, go fucking wash off stinky ass hoe. Then he tells her what happens, and then Odysseus suitors are game. They're epic gaming. You foul pig man. This happened twice, by the way. It happened with the stool, and it happened with that. He sauntered past him and lunged out to kick him on the hip bone. What a fool! Odysseus would not push off the pass. He stood there fixed in place. It's like, okay, dude, you got kicked, and you're so epic and Chadley. You just stand there. Okay. What does the other guy think?
I think in are you still in book 17 or 18
This
now?
was 17. That was something like 230.
Okay.
But I'm scrubbing through the whole thing looking for looking for hobo. I need to
Yeah.
find it.
I'm starting to think it wasn't there.
It was,
But I know it was if you
there's
read
nowhere
it.
that you and I both like because it's so strange.
I might have just glossed over it, to be fair. Because like this happens all the time where I read something and then I don't mark it, but then I go back and I just cannot find it.
He's homeless here. This is some poor homeless saddled man. In the back, workman. Like to find out. This is what I was talking about earlier, by the way.
Mhm.
Begging Scraps to find out which of them were bad or good. Although she, Athena, had no thought of saving any out of the massacre which was to come. Like, why
Yeah.
even do it then? What's the point?
No, agreed. Agreed. It's just for the show. Um, you still looking for the
Yes,
word?
I am. Antonius, you are a lord, but what you say is trash.
Um, I do think it's interesting thinking about the Odyssey movie.
Mm-hmm.
Christopher Nolan has apparently referenced Emily Wilson's translation for the movie.
Oh, because he's is Christopher Nolan woke? Do we think Christopher Nolan is woke?
I don't have an opinion on whether he is or not,
I
to
don't
be
know
fair.
either.
I don't know. And then I think he also, and I don't, the internet is a little like, why did you hire Travis Scott? But
Who's Travis
brought in
Scott?
a rapper.
Okay,
But Christopher Nolan apparently brought in a rap artist in order to honor the oral storytelling tradition of the Odyssey, because rap is also an oral
sure, sure, sure.
storytelling tradition. And so people are like, that's kind of cool, but why Travis Scott?
I'm fucking. There's a fucking
There's like of so many people. Why that one?
Have you seen the video and it's like the Odyssey like song, but
Uh-huh.
it's just to like the gif of fucking Eminem in 9 Mile.
Oh my god.
You know, like
No, but I can see it in my head.
hitting
Like I
that
haven't
shit to
seen
the
it, but I can see it.
audience. Yeah,
Yeah. Um. Okay. I think the last thing I had
yeah.
was in line 320
And
in
which one?
chapter 18
Okay,
to line 340. This is kind of a conversation Odysseus in his beggar form has with the women who work in his wives
sure,
like
sure.
home, the slaves and such like that. We see him go back and forth, and we see him like talking to some of them that like Penelope's had since she was like who has treated her slave like a daughter and all of this. And I'm like, okay, cool. That's not how that works, but
That
sure.
sure is.
And
There's a lot of strange things like that.
yeah, so like, and I think we have to also think through this too of like how slavery in like ancient Greece was understood.
Yeah,
But particularly also the slavery of women is different from the slavery of men often.
yeah.
Um and that they have like less and less rights even within that horrific institution. But it's not like this is not chattel slavery, at least I don't think it is. Um but like we see Odysseus kind of going back and forth about like how dare you and says you little dog I will soon go and tell Telemachus what you have said so he can slice you limb from limb. That made the women tremble with fear. They thought he spoke the truth. They scattered through the house. And I just made the note and I'm like, oh, okay. So like we're seeing how Odysseus kind of like not only talks to these women but also the threat of violence that he will follow through on later. Like it's not just
Mm-hmm.
something that just happens. Like no, he very actively is just like, oh no, y'all are gonna get like abused essentially. Um, and it's interesting too because in that same like paragraph, Athena wanted pain to sink down deep inside Odysseus. She made the suitors keep taunting him.
Mm-hmm.
Eurymachus was jeering to make the others laugh. So like Athena in as a goddess is like egging these suitors on however way she can.
She's so theatric.
Why
She's
is she
so for the
stirring the pot?
dramatics.
Why is she stirring the pot? So like I don't know. I don't know.
I really like, by the way, he's like, should I just kill this guy? I think I should just kill him.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much all I have for chapter 17 and
I think
18
that's about it. I am like
thoughts.
still
looking for the word.
I want to know that I'm not fucking crazy.
I believe you. I'm sure you saw it. Okay. So thinking ahead,
Yes.
we have 6 chapters left. We're reading 19 and 20
Yes,
next.
I think so. I'm not where you're at. I'm not going, yeah, I can read. It might come to pass, don't quote me on this, that like we're gonna do and then we can do the whole big burst for the very end.
Hmm.
But I just
The
I
thought of
just
reading 5 chapters is a
actually wait,
lot.
I
It's
do
just
here's 6. Here's the thing. I did also forget to mention. Speaking of Athena being a showman or whatever, she goes right like the
yeah.
thoughtful Penelope a new idea to let the stewards see her, so desire would open inside them like a sail, and so her son and husband would respect her for being so banging.
So weird.
Like she didn't. That last part was not said. I made up that
Yeah.
last part, but like it is true, and it's like, why is this? This is what I'm wondering. Is this what we might consider now fan service?
Mm,
Like, do we think this is fan service?
that's a good point.
Because she's like hot now. Because she was also quote. She also made her shapelier and taller, and made her skin more white than ivory.
Interesting. This is interesting. Okay. Okay.
And because she's so hot, the suitors weakened at the knees, desire to bewitch them, and they long to lie with her.
Interesting. Yeah, like the Penelope having like kind of this glow up moment for this penultimate meeting between her and Odysseus. Um, okay. I was doing some light math with my phone calculator.
Okay.
There are 420 pages to be read.
Okay.
We are currently 100 pages shy of the end of the book.
Yeah, I'm not reading 100 pages in the next 2 weeks.
I know. We'll do 2 chapters.
Yeah.
Let's see. Try to add this to my calendar this time, but not at 3 a.m.
What hour do you think?
Jesus. I'm still good for the same time. I'm home at like on Mondays at this time. It's just a matter of making sure I have it.
Yeah, that's what I was just
Is 4 p.m. your time still works? Then that works for me because that would be 3 p.m. my time.
Yeah.
If you want to do earlier or later, that's also fine. So 4 p.m. your time. And now I'm curious when the Odyssey is showing near me.
Oh, fuck you. Not you, but I find it took so long. It took so long. It's like at the very end. I've gone through like both books. Okay, so Odysseus basically goes, "Hey, how I wish Eurymachus we could have a contest and I'd show how cool I was." And then this is like line 388 or something. Scowling with rage, Eurymachus replied, "You nasty hobo! I will make you pay for showing off in front of all of us. You should be scared. The wine has made you stupid. And maybe you were always talking nonsense."
No, you're right. Yeah.
He said, "Okay, there it is.
Okay.
You nasty hobo. You nasty."
Yeah.
Hobo.
So this is Eurymachus, or the lead. This is the lead suitor then.
I thought
not Antonius.
Is Antonius not the lead?
I think they're like in cahoots. If that makes sense.
I mean, yeah.
But Eurymachus
he's the one who throws the footstool.
Yes. So so it is someone saying it as an insult. Okay, yes, it makes sense that she would use hobo there.
Yeah, there's probably something derogatory in the Greek. Okay,
like equally, all right. Yeah.
All right. Well,
I'm glad we found it, or you found it. To be specific.
Thank God for you, nasty hobo.